Now the old Rav4 has certainly come a long way since it was first introduced a few years back. Today we're going to take a look at the all-wheel drive 4-cylinder model. Now the first thing you look at, you say, have a look at the size of the tailgate, it's huge. Well, in here is a full-size spare wheel. Unlike most cars today, you get those little tiny space savers. Well, you think it's going to drop off, but the tailgate is fantastic because it opens and closes courtesy of gas struts. Wayne, the original Rav4 was in the early 90s, and the demographics were for the youngsters who have a surfboard on the top and look cool, but things have changed.
Yeah, that's right, Ross. Initially, when it was introduced, it was a reasonably small car than what you see today. It was probably targeted at the individual, a person that's young and single. But today, the car has grown in size. It's got a great boot area, and therefore that can be quite versatile. So you can go from everywhere, still from the young buyer, through to a family who can fit a pram and everything in the back of the boot there.
Now this car almost drives itself. Normally it'll run along in two-wheel drive, but if it starts to lose traction, it will automatically go into four-wheel drive, which is fantastic. But if you get into some sloppy stuff and you want to go into constant four-wheel drive, you just push the button on the dash and it locks it into a 50-50 split. Once you're through the sloppy stuff, the car gets up to over 40 kilometres an hour, the brain inside the car says, back into two-wheel drive. Now this vehicle has uphill and downhill assist. So if you're parked on a ramp like this and you're worried about rolling back into the water, you're in drive, you release the handbrake, it holds the car momentarily until you take off smoothly. As for brakes, Toyota's active braking with intelligence is standard across the range and includes anti-skid braking with brake assist and electronic brake force distribution. Now this vehicle has a high-tech 2.4 double overhead camshaft engine, which really is surprising because, you know, it was only a few years ago that a double overhead camshaft engine was only found in high-performance race cars. Now the suspension is smooth and compliant, the steering is electronic rather than hydraulic, and it has a towing capacity of 1,500 kilos. Buyers of the Rav4 are covered by Toyota's Service Advantage program, which caps the maximum scheduled service at $170, making it an affordable vehicle to maintain, and this program lasts up to 3 years or 60,000 kilometres. Warranty is 3 years to 100,000 kilometres with a 3-year paint and a 5-year anti-corrosion warranty. For more info on the Rav4, give the team at City Toyota a call.